All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered podcast for the nighttime edition. We have some amazing guests with us today. We're going to have an amazing show. Let's get it.
It's a Wednesday night. It's beautiful outside. The weatherman, like always. If y'all haven't yet, subscribe, like the video, join the Discord Unfiltered Army. I'm waiting for y'all there. I read all the chats. Today we have Jeff. You already know, the biggest Miami promoter. Then we have this beautiful lady, Alex. I'll let them introduce themselves, but I do want to say we have a lot of Andrew Tate supporters in the background, so give it up for them.
Do we really? Do we really?
I
think he's being sarcastic.
No, they don't. But start it off. Can y'all introduce yourselves, age, what y'all do for a living?
I'm Jeff. I'm 24 years old, and I'm a nightlife host out here in Miami.
He's being humble. He's literally the top promoter in Miami.
I'm Alex. I'm 21, and I'm just a student still.
Yo, welcome to the show, Alex. You live in Miami?
Yes, I do live in Miami.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You were born and raised there?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Cool. And everybody knows Jeff because he's been here before. Jeff is a friend of the shows. And by the way, we have who do we have coming tomorrow?
Bro, you already know the top G.
So Josh is coming tomorrow, and then we have a special guest on Friday as well. So
yeah.
All right, guys. So today we want to talk about a few things. All right. So first of all, I appreciate everybody that's been sending me the clips on social media, because I mean, we've had some fire shit to react to because of you guys. And then today we have two clips that we want to watch, also sent to by you guys. And we're just going to get the panel's opinion on that. And shout out to the chat, man. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and voice them, and then Anwar is going to send them over to us. We'll get to the first video, though. Go ahead, Anwar. Not that one. Not that one.
Not that one.
I did want to talk about that one, but not today.
All right, we're good on this.
All right, yeah, we're good on this one. Yeah.
If she's going out, it's a deal breaker for me.
Huge red flag.
That for me, it's a deal breaker.
I totally agree.
Why
She
is that a
can't-
deal breaker? Is it because it makes you insecure?
It has nothing to do with insecurity. It's
What
just
is it?
this is a dream world hypothetical scenario. Girls really don't be hitting up guys like this. Would you be okay with your long-term monogamous partner going to a nightclub, bar, or party type environment where throughout the course of the night he's going to get approached, flirted with, and sexually pursued by numerous attractive women, some of which are more attractive than you and could potentially be a better partner than you, and these women are buying him drinks, getting him drunk, and enthusiastically want to sleep with him that night and steal him away from you? You're going to tell me you'd be okay with that?
No.
Not with that. Definitely no.
So you can see how this can be a little contradictory, because none of you would be okay with it, right? But then you say guys should be okay with girls going out all the time.
If she's
All right, cool. So shout out to Anwar for pausing it on time. I want to get your opinion on that video. What do you think?
So I like to go out.
Okay.
And when I had a boyfriend, he never went out, and I hated it
Mhm.
because it's almost like attractive when like a guy can go out and like still be like yours, and like I'm kind of okay with like girls approaching like my boyfriend at the time,
Yeah.
because I feel like
Look at the camera. Sorry. Go
if
ahead.
he like is mine, like he'll be mine and he won't be with anyone else.
Yeah.
if that
So
makes sense.
all right. So why is it that he didn't want to go out?
He just didn't like that. Like
That wasn't his scene.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So what did you think about that video?
I think that it depends on your girl. I
Mhm.
mean, can you trust her? A lot of girls actually, they say they can be trusted, but at the end of the day, when they go out,
when girls get drunk, more than when guys get drunk, I feel like they fall into a state where they love the attention. That's like what we talked about this yesterday on the podcast. But girls love the attention more than guys love the attention. Girls go out to get attention. Guys go out to, what you said, get laid, right? But if you have a girlfriend and she's out with her single friends, honestly, I don't know if I can trust her because they're all there for one purpose, and she's gonna feel left out unless she's going out for an hour or two and then coming straight back to you. But if she doesn't want me going out with her, then that's also a red flag in general.
Yeah.
I agree with that. One of my biggest quotes is 9 out of 10 times, if your friends are a hoe, you're a hoe.
Yeah. So what would you say about the fact that every lady, when he put it in a situation to where, because this happens to women all the time, women go out and they men buy them drinks and men pursue them and men are trying to hit on them the whole night. And when a guy made it a hypothetical situation where the man was getting hit on and they were buying him drinks and they were trying to have sex with him, all the girls immediately said, "No, I wouldn't like that." But when guys say that we don't like that, every woman has had an issue with that situation. I think you literally were just talking about that. Just talking about that a few minutes ago. Why is it that it takes for him to put it that way for women to understand that like men don't like when women go out, especially to clubs, especially without your boyfriend, because they're getting hit on by a whole bunch of guys that want to have sex with you. They don't just want to be friends.
Well, first of all, I feel like if you have like a boyfriend or like a girlfriend, you shouldn't be accepting drinks from anyone else. Like if you're out, you shouldn't be like entertaining that in the first place. Like you should just kind of be like having fun with like your girls or whoever you're with. But I don't know, it's just like different. Like I don't know, it's like a stereotype that like guys cheat. So it's like
girls don't cheat.
Girls cheat, but it's like everyone. It's like like the stereotype, like it's like guys cheat, like all men cheat.
So you don't think more women cheat than men?
I don't know. I've never cheated, so we don't know. That
You've never cheated?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I feel like everybody's cheated.
What?
I've cheated. Have you cheated?
Well, personally, I've only been in one relationship, but I would never put myself in a relationship unless I was so 100% in love with the girl.
See, that you wouldn't cheat.
No, bro just gave a whole political.
Yeah, well,
that's
okay.
true though.
Yes or no?
But
yes or no?
I'm a different case because as in my job, I can't be in a relationship. So technically, I've never cheated, but I know that if I got in a relationship, I probably would cheat. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And he's never dated anyone in his whole entire life.
But listen, it's not cheating if you tell the woman, Jeff. If you tell the woman this is what I'm doing, it's not cheating.
Well, if that's
what she agrees with.
No, if you make your intentions known up front about what the relationship is, then no, it's not cheating. You gotta. If guys, the problem with most people is they like to hide behind whatever they're doing. I tell every girl exactly when I meet them, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And I tell them, I'm like, if you're going to go do your thing, just be respectful about it. Because I'm going to go do my thing. But it depends on what you guys want with each other. You can't have the girl. Most guys don't get to go out to the clubs like with girls all the time because the guys got to pay, $1,000 to $2,000 to get into a club. Girls are getting in free. And, it's not as easy for a guy to go out to the club. When the girl said, I'm just going out with my girls for a couple hours, this and that. The problem is most of these girls, you're saying, well, don't accept, drinks from other guys. But when all your girls are getting drinks from other guys, what are you going to do? Sit there and look?
Are you not going to take the drink? You have you ever taken drinks from guys at the club?
Yeah, but not while I was in a relationship.
Okay. And so if all your friends are getting drinks, you're not going to take a drink?
I would like buy one. I wouldn't like ask.
You
but
would
if someone,
buy yourself a drink.
No,
hold on. But if like a guy like hands me a drink, I'm not gonna be like, no, I have a boyfriend. I would just be like, thanks.
How do you think your boyfriend at home would feel about you taking a drink from a random guy?
Well, I would like tell him and be like honest about it. Like
you would tell him after the fact though.
Yeah.
You don't think he would get upset about that?
I mean, I would hope I would be dating someone that wouldn't get upset about it.
I don't know. Personally, I would get upset at the fact that you're even there. That's just me personally, though. And
but would you go out?
Yeah, if I had that partner, I would go out with them. But it wouldn't be an every weekend type of thing. It'd be like once in a blue moon.
But would you go out like alone without her?
Yeah, of course.
So,
but I don't want to do that anyways. I wouldn't want to go out anyways. But if I did, I could. And I know that this is literally an argument that we were having downstairs. I didn't catch it, but I caught the end of it between you and I don't know who it was with, but
I think it was Ivy. It really was with all the girls.
Yeah. So essentially, here's the thing. And I think women, look, man, I understand like especially now, 2023, women feel like they can do everything that men can do. But we literally just had this conversation last night with women where we were saying that it's not really it doesn't make any sense for you women to try to act like men. Like for instance, if a guy sleeps with 5 girls this week, right? And you let's say you want to match him. Let's say you want to sleep with 5 guys. Do you really think like that's a plus for you? Like,
No, it's not a plus, but it's the same thing as a
Don't you
It's
think
not
you're
the same
devaluing
thing.
yourself?
But what's the difference between if a guy does it or a girl does it?
Okay, well, I explained it kind of in like the virgin sense. You want a guy that's experienced. You don't want a guy that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing in the bed, right?
I mean, if being with someone unexperienced means that he doesn't have like 30 bodies, like 50
no, I'm
bodies,
saying
then like
just like a virgin.
then if that means like not being with a guy who has like 30 bodies, then yeah, I'll take the virgin.
you would take a virgin guy?
Yeah, over someone who has like 50 bodies who sleeps with a different girl every weekend, of course.
I don't think so.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
But, okay.
I mean, there's a whole bunch. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of ladies in the studio too. I kind of want to ask them, would you ladies take a guy who's a virgin or a guy that's had 20 bodies? Yeah, just tell me and I'll let the chat know. 20 bodies. It doesn't matter. All right, so they're saying it doesn't matter. So I mean, that's no help.
Yeah, but you know, women don't care about like men's body counts.
Yeah, and look. Oh God.
Oh,
okay,
here
we
go.
need more mics.
Okay, so y'all didn't hear them. They said, "Why should I?"
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
why should I care, right? Because you just got fucked by Tom, Dick, and Harry, and when I go out, I now got to worry. You said you from Miami. I got to worry if Tom, Dick, and Harry are at that restaurant I'm trying to go to.
yeah.
Now I'm being embarrassed. I have to take a girl that's got ran through by Tom, Dick, and Harry on my side.
Yeah.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
Okay. So let's say me and you want to go out to dinner, right? And a guy that you slept with last week, he's at the same spot. Like that's embarrassing for me. You know.
And listen, the difference in why it's okay for the men. Most of the time, the men is on a higher status level, more financially sound. He can dictate this.
Bro, and it takes skill for men to fuck girls. Like girls can go outside and get fucked.
Yeah.
Oh God, if y'all walk outside right now and open your leg, I mean, like honestly,
here's the thing: things that are easy to get aren't valued, right? Like if I can go outside and just get a Lamborghini, I'm not gonna value that Lamborghini.
I mean, you could.
No, bro, I wouldn't. Not as I mean,
I'm saying you can go outside and get a Lamborghini.
Bro,
are you?
Who can you walk outside and go get a Lamborghini?
Well, I mean, you might be
like you have to work. You have to work
so.
to go get a specific like thing of value. It's not gonna come to you easily. Like if I'm talking to a girl and she gives it up to me the first night, chances are I'm probably not gonna date her.
Why isn't it the same concept for like girls though? Like why wouldn't I want like like why wouldn't I want a valued man who like hasn't been touched? Like you said, like you go out to dinner, like I wouldn't want to see like some girl that you fucked
but the guy,
at dinner. That's like so awkward.
That virgin has no experience. Why would you want to be with a guy that has no experience? Now you got to teach him everything.
You don't want to be the leader
women
in a
don't
relationship.
women don't want to be with guys that they have to teach. You don't want to be with a guy that you have to coach. That's facts. You ladies may not admit to that, but that's a fact. You ladies don't want to be with a guy that you have to coach. You don't want to tell a guy what to do. That's not a man. That's basically like a woman.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be with a guy that when I go to the club, everyone's like, I got with your boyfriend. I got with your boyfriend.
I would disagree with that. Most girls want to be with a guy that everybody wants to be with.
In previous experience, girls do like being around guys who are wanted by multiple girls. Not saying they want him to have fucked every girl in the club, but if a guy walks into a club and every girl is trying to come up to him, it makes a girl want the guy more.
Yeah.
In my personal experience. Now, if a girl walks into a club and every guy's trying to grab my girl,
nobody wants her.
Yeah, it's
now it's up. Like
nobody wants her. And if they do want you, they just want you for sex.
I mean, I agree with the guy part. Like if like a guy walked in and like everyone was like, oh my God, and like I only had him, I would be like, yeah, like that's hot.
Yeah. Who's your favorite celebrity?
My favorite celebrity? I don't know, maybe like Cardi B.
No, like a guy. A guy.
Drake.
Okay.
Drake.
And if Drake comes in this door right now and says, hey, Alex, come with me.
Okay, but that's Drake.
Okay, but the point is.
Okay, but that's Drake.
And you know how many women he's having sex with? You still want him though because you know he's wanted by everyone.
Yeah, but that's Drake. Like
because he has status, right?
Yeah, because he has status.
Okay,
like,
and that's
what I said.
Yeah, but why would I like to be acting like Drake? You have to be Drake. Like you cannot be like some random like guy at the club who like has money. Like this doesn't work like that.
And that I'm glad you said that because we say that all the time. Like guys shouldn't. What the fuck was that noise? Guys shouldn't be expecting that from every female. Like if a guy's expecting that from a woman, he has to be on that level. He has to be about his shit. He has to be able to provide for her and take care of her needs. Like a guy that's working at Chipotle, like I wouldn't expect him to ask you for like threesomes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he has to build himself up. Does that
Bro,
make
yeah,
sense?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like
If you're not making under 100K, it's raps, bro.
We talked about this before. 100K is shit now, especially
Yeah.
in Miami.
yeah.
So like 100K is bare minimum. To dictate what we're saying, you have to make 100K. Yeah, there's a lot of bums, but also a lot of bums. 80% of men don't get laid. So
Yeah.
So
And you know
we're
what's
talking
funny?
about this top percentage. Of course, we're gonna dictate what we want and express our options.
And it's funny because we have a lot of beautiful ladies that come on the show and they all think the same way. And then after the show, they're like, you know what? I understand what you're saying. So hopefully by the end of the show, you feel the same way. You want to get to some of these chats, bro?
Yeah, we got a bunch.
Go ahead.
David Jones, question for the ladies. If you really want a boyfriend that won't sleep with other women, are you willing to date down in order to get a faithful man?
That's a good question for you, actually.
Yeah.
So you're willing, because you did say you want a virgin.
Well, no, I don't like. I wouldn't like want a virgin, but I would pick.
You would take a virgin
over. Yeah.
So you would settle to have a guy that's not gonna sleep with any other.
What do you
women?
mean, like settle?
So like, let's say a guy is from 1 to 10, he's like a 5 attractiveness, like physically,
Yeah. that
but
makes sense.
he's a good guy,
Yeah.
right? He works and he'll take care of you. He won't cheat on you, but he's a 5. He's not really attractive. Well,
That's fine.
he's decent looking.
That's fine.
You're fine with that?
Yeah.
You're settling though.
Why would that be settling though?
Because you like Drake.
That's settling. You want a 10.
No, but
You
yeah,
want a 10.
yeah, but in my eyes, he would be a 10 because like faithfulness is something that
No, he'd be
I
a
don't
5. He'd just be
I
a
would still
faithful
settle.
5.
I like ugly guys, so 5 would be perfect.
Let me speak on this. So
Yeah.
I have seen it so many times where girls will settle with a guy who they know is not going to get other girls. It's because they want to be in the control in the relationship, and they're going to end up being bored, and they're going to go do their thing on the side.
Yep.
End up cheating on
Happens
men.
all the time.
So not saying guys don't cheat, but I do see girls settling for men because they've been through a toxic breakup. They had a guy who was controlling them. They want to go for the next guy who's not gonna, he's not gonna control them. You're settling for a guy, but you're gonna end up getting bored of that guy because you went for that toxic guy to begin with. So you like toxic guys, but at the end of the day, you want to settle down. But after 2-3 months, 4, however many months, you're gonna end up doing something on the side because that relationship is gonna be boring you. Same aspect. How many good-looking girls do you see with ugly guys? How many good-looking guys do you see with ugly girls? You don't see it.
Mm-mm.
You see a lot of good-looking girls with ugly guys at the club. For
Yeah.
like money, whatever the case be.
Yeah, for sure.
So, or they want to, be in control in the relationship because they don't want to have whatever feeling or whatever trauma they dealt with in the past. They don't want to deal with that again. So they're settling for somebody, but at the end of the day, it's never going to work out in the end. They're going to get bored of it and they're going to end up cheating.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy, and that's why I think it's 55% of marriages end in divorce, and then 80% of that is from women.
I
Yeah.
actually do agree with you. Like, but personally, like, I wouldn't be with someone just because like I want to be in a loyal relationship. Like, I would just stay alone. Like at that point.
So
Like,
all these women that feel like you, that are marrying these ugly 5s, they're divorcing them like a few years later.
No, but I would never marry someone that I'm not happy with. Like, the problem isn't that they're like a 5. Like, if I think like they're a 10 in my eyes, then they're a 10 in my eyes. But like, I would never like settle for someone who's a 5 just because they're like loyal. If that makes sense.
You just said you would though. You said you would pick that person
Yeah.
over the 10 who's sleeping with other girls.
Yeah, I would pick the person, but I wouldn't like settle. Like, I would
So
rather be alone.
So you
to
would
be honest.
pick that person over that person, but you wouldn't actually like get married with them.
if I'm not happy.
Okay.
If
So
makes
that
sense.
basically proves my point though.
Which point?
The point that you would rather choose a guy that you're actually physically attracted to. The only thing is you don't want him to cheat or
Yeah.
sleep around, because like we had this conversation yesterday where we said that it's not cheating if the guy lets you know he's doing it. It's only cheating if he's doing it behind your back.
I mean, if the girl's okay with it, then no, it's not cheating. But if you're like,
Even if she's not okay with it, even if he just lets you know, that's not cheating.
well, I don't know why a girl would like stay with a guy that like
Because he was
knows.
honest.
Because he's taking care of her. Because he
Yeah, but
treats. he
you can
treats
find so many guys like that.
No,
But
you can't.
And if you do find, there's guys, then that's like the 1%.
Okay, are you
Those
single?
1% of
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, why haven't you found one then?
I'm just like not looking.
You're not looking.
Like, I just don't want a boyfriend.
Okay. So if you wanted one, you could find one right now.
I mean, I don't know.
You could
My
find-
God.
You could find a 10 right now that treats you good and he's not going to cheat on you.
I don't know. I would hope so.
Really? Okay, I doubt that, especially here in Miami. All right, cool. Let's get some of the other chats, bro.
MMP says, question to all the panel. Do you consider having your partner going out without you being disrespectful, or is it just an insecurity of yours? We kind of touched on that.
Yeah, we just touched on that, bro.
Brother, it's not insecurity, and it's not that I don't trust her. I'm territorial, but we can move on.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Go ahead.
Brianna Book. She asks, question to the hosts. Do y'all consider yourselves misogynistic?
I don't. I've already touched on this many times.
No, women are the most beautiful creatures in the world.
Yeah,
I think they should be valued.
I think women are beautiful and they have so much power, like in the fact that they can actually give life.
Yeah.
It just sucks that society's kind of, you know, encouraging them to act more like men.
Yeah, like
But
why do that? Like
I think being a woman, I mean, not that I want to be a woman, but I think if I was, I'd be pretty happy. I think you should be happy being a man or a woman, to be honest. Like there's so much beauty in being both, but a lot of women are acting like men out here, and a lot of men are acting like women out here. So, next one, bro.
We don't have any more questions, just a comment.
Cool.
Austin Thompson said, hey, tell Shorty on the couch the Heat need another center.
What the fuck is he talking about? All right. Okay, so we have another video, and shout out to that podcast, by the way. We've been getting a lot of people saying that, like, I think that's a new podcast, bro.
Yeah, I did start seeing clips of them
because they reached out too, and I
podcast,
the Whatever podcast. Okay. So shout out to them, bro. I might have to reach out.
Collab.
Yeah, let's do the other one because I think it's the same podcast. No, not that one. But that is a funny ass video.
There's only two.
I think I just sent you the next one.
Oh, you just
like right before the show.
As you try to find it,
yeah.
I do want to say, my brothers, we need to band together.
I was seeing him. I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment.
Okay.
And the whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment, and I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart, and it was fun.
So did you break his heart then?
Just a wee bit. I hope I did a little damage.
Wow. Okay. Why do you hope that you did a little damage?
I like humbling men.
You like humbling men?
Yeah. So like my pastime.
Your pastime is humbling men.
Mm-hmm.
You do work at the Spearmint Rhino, so at a strip club. So do you humble men there?
No, I take their money. Whole time I was
okay.
So she's a prostitute.
I don't know if she's all that, but she's a stripper.
She's a stripper. She's a prostitute. Selling your body for money.
All right. So what do you think about that video, Alex?
I don't agree with that. Like, I know I've never been in a toxic relationship though to like hate men enough to be like, I just want to like break men's heart. But I know that men, like I've heard stories that I know like men are like sometimes like so shitty to like women that like they feel like they need that like control over men. So like, but it is fucked up. Like,
so the fact that she was like purposely leading a guy on, just to break his heart.
Yeah, because why? Like, I wouldn't want that to me. Why would I do it to someone else? Like, that's just bad karma. Like, that's just gonna keep happening in her.
So you've never let a guy on?
Not like purposefully. not like purposefully. Like sometimes, like I'm talking to someone and I'm like, yeah, like I could see it going somewhere, and then it just doesn't.
Okay,
but not like oh yeah, I'm gonna like lead him on, and then when he's like, you want to be my girlfriend?
No, she was doing it on purpose, and then when he asked her, he was like, oh, do you humble them at the strip club? And she was like, no, I just take their money because, yeah, at the strip club, she's probably the one being humbled. You know, I've seen, like, I know a lot of strippers, and unfortunately, a lot of them don't really like that job.
Brother, she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
Why would you like it?
So
I wouldn't call it that, but
yeah. What about you,
her
Jeff?
body for money?
What do you think, Jeff?
I mean, honestly, I don't think women do that as much as men do that, to be honest.
You think men do it more?
Oh yeah. I mean, I not personally, but I've seen, women, they try to get control in the relationship. It's just from past trauma or past experiences that they've been with toxic men. But I feel like men more use women, you know, I mean, they're using them back, but men more use women and, you know, try to get emotional with them, deep with them, make them think that they have feelings for them, and then, you know, on to the next one. Whether it's right or wrong, I've seen men do it more than women. I think when women try to do it, the problem is, like you said, women have sex more emotionally, men have sex more, you know, just to get a nut off, or, you know, just for a physical experience. So I feel like when a woman has sex with a guy, one of their biggest fears is the guy not hitting them up again. I've met so many women saying, I really want to get with you, but the problem is I'm scared that if we do this, you're never going to talk to me again. They'll make the guy wait.
Yeah.
And I've told girls, listen, if you want to do something, I can't be with somebody who can't go based on how they feel. If you want to do something, you got to do it. Because if you're going to tell me that you want to do something, but you can't do it because you're scared of what's going to happen in the future, then I don't want to be with you anyways. That means you overthink everything, you know. So women, I feel like men have used women more than women have used men in that aspect. I mean, that girl's a stripper, so it's a different experience. She's taking guys' money at the club. She's using them at the club. But in more, you know, reality of the sense, I feel like guys will end up, you know, sleeping with girls and never hitting them up again, but making the girls feel like they're special. They're a specific girl. And really, they're just, you know, another body.
Yeah. I'd actually agree with you on that. I think guys do a little bit more than women do. I think lead people on. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, I guess guys
like,
do. Yeah.
Like men play with women a lot.
But you know why they do that? Because they have to lie to get pussy. And those are usually like the betas.
But it's not only that. Guys don't necessarily not want something with you, but a lot of times girls will be like, well, if you don't, you know, if I'm not the only one, I'm gone. But maybe I don't want that girl to be gone. But maybe I'm not ready to settle down. Maybe I'm not sure how I feel about that girl yet. But I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. And maybe that girl fucked me over. So I'll tell the girl she's the only one. Lead her on. And then, you know, she might not be the one. And I move on to the next one. And that girl's heart will be broken. But I feel like girls jump to conclusion way too early in the relationship. I've been with many girls. And after a week, they'll be like, am I the one or am I not the one? You're either all in or you're all out. Why can't we just vibe and, you know, make things go as they go? And then maybe you are the one. But when girls pressure you at the beginning of a relationship, that's a huge turnoff, at least for me. You know, trying to tell me it's either this or that right now. So then guys are going to lead you on and then end up breaking your heart because you weren't the only one, because you pressured him at the beginning to make a decision and he wasn't ready to make that decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I think women in that sense, they do have it hard because like if you sleep with a guy the first night, you're worried that he'll never fuck with you again. And then if you don't sleep with him and he like really wants it, then you're also still worried that he'll never fuck with you again because you're going to think that that's all he wants. You know what I mean? So it is in a sense, a tough situation for women. But I think the safer option is don't sleep with the guy. If he really likes you, he's going to pursue you. A lot of guys like to chase. And if you don't make a guy chase, he's going to show you how much he values you real quick. He'll probably stop talking to you because you're not the only woman he's talking to. I guarantee you.
The problem is like, why don't men communicate like what he was saying? Like, because most men will be like, I like you, like I like you, like I'm so into you, like they all this and that, and then they're just like ghost you. Like,
I can't tell you the truth.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. Men can't tell you the truth.
But why?
Because
you can't handle it.
You can't handle it.
What do you mean? We can't handle it. Like okay.
I just told you, if you were my wife, you have the kids, you have the house, you have the car, you're provided for, you're secure. But you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't correlate.
Like if you met a guy at a club, right, and he tells you, "Hey, I like you, you're beautiful, I would like to have a relationship with you, but I also want to talk to other women," you're automatically gonna be like, "Hell no." Automatically, you're gonna. Some girls will say yes, but
that's what I'm saying. Some girls would say yes. Why put the girls who would say
because maybe
no
that guy
through
really, really actually likes you.
Yeah, but how do you know if everyone's like just lying about it? Like because
that's the thing, especially in this city, you don't know. Especially in this city, I don't go out in this city. I just moved here recently, but I don't go out in the city for a reason. I don't trust women here. I don't even trust men here.
Like the problem is like men like lie about that stuff. Like if a guy was like straight up with me and was like,
you would say no.
What do you mean? I say no about what?
If a guy comes up to you and says, "Yo, you're attractive. I like you. Let's talk." And then a week later, he's like, "You know what? I want to take you seriously, but I want to talk to this other girl too." You're gonna say no. Automatically.
I don't know, to be honest.
You'd say yes?
I don't know. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm happy that he told me. And like, one, we're not dating. Like, one, we're not anything. One, we never established anything.
But you're not gonna take him serious.
No, you don't know that, bro.
No, like
she's not.
It's about honesty, bro.
Yeah, and like
she's not gonna take him seriously.
No, but it could grow into something. But I wouldn't like you were saying, I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. Like I wouldn't.
Okay, because while he's talking to you, now in the back of your head, you're like, oh, but he's talking to somebody else.
Okay, but I would be doing the same thing if he established that. I would be doing the same.
But
thing.
he's not gonna want you to do the same thing.
Okay,
why not?
I take my comment back.
Because he's not. He's
That's
not.
weird.
Why would I want you to be a
and if he does, he's a very small percentage of guys.
Why would I be with someone who won't let me do the same thing that they're doing?
Are you a man?
No.
And why are you trying to be trying to do man things.
What is a man thing?
All right, you gonna
Like
pay
what?
half of
Like
the
what?
bills?
Like
You
what's
gonna
the
pay half
man
of the
thing?
bills?
Sure.
All right,
Like
But you don't want to pay half of the bills.
I don't want to, but like I will. Like I'm
But
not.
why? You shouldn't have to.
you'll pay $8K a month.
Yeah. Like
Fuck out of here.
if I make enough, why not? Like why would I trust a man who like what if he cheats on me and leaves me?
Here's
then
the thing.
I have nothing
And
for
this is-
myself.
Here's the thing. This is the problem we're having with society, is that society is saying that women should take care of themselves. That's cool. I have 4 sisters. Like, I'm all for that. Take care of yourself. If a man can take care of you, take care of yourself. But I wouldn't want my sisters to take care of themselves for the rest of their lives. I want a man to take care of them the way it should be, right? And all my sisters are married and have kids, so they're good. But
Okay, so like I want to be like
you want to be taken care of.
Yes, but I want to be able to take care of myself. Like I want to be able to do it myself. That if the guy wasn't there, I wouldn't need him. But if he was there and he were to take care of everything, like,
Yeah,
I
but
would
that's
accept it.
that's just extra money. Like we had this conversation. It's like we had the same conversation. The money you make should be your money. Like he should be taking care of all your needs. So the money you make is just extra.
Yeah, but if I am able to sustain myself like without a guy, like that would be better. Like I wouldn't be with a guy just because he has money and he's like paying for my stuff.
Of course.
Okay,
you
that's
shouldn't.
I understand that.
That's yeah.
We had a scientist, a woman scientist come here. She was how old?
31.
31. She's very successful. She makes a shit ton of money. 270K a year. Takes care of herself, just like you just said. But she's 31. She has no kids. She's not in a relationship. She's single. And I asked her, I was like, would you do it all over again the same way? And she's like, yeah, because I like the experience. But I'm like, you do understand that now any guy she talks to is going to have to make the same amount, if not more. She's not going to date a guy that makes 50K a year.
So what's the problem with that? Like you're saying like the
The
dating
problem
pool
is
like,
that
smaller?
the guys that make her amount of money or more aren't going to want to, especially at her age. She's technically like on a back end now.
Yeah, but maybe she's happy being alone.
No, she's
What?
not.
Do you even hear what you just?
She's not happy.
Happy at being alone.
She's not
Those
happy.
words don't even correlate.
Some people are happy being alone.
You
I
think you'll
can't
be
s-
happy being alone?
Depends. Probably not.
How long have you been single?
Like a year and a half.
A year and a half by choice?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think human beings want to be alone. I don't want to be alone.
Well, no one wants to be alone, but some people just like kind of come to terms with it.
I
and,
feel like
they're okay with it.
People say they're happy being alone when they're scared to get hurt again. That's really
I
what it is.
agree.
You're happy being alone when you're scared to go out there and have whatever happened to you happen again. So that's why people say you need to learn how to be alone. You need to stay home. You need to be alone. You need to learn how to be yourself with your thoughts. It's because you're scared to go out there and have whatever happened to you happen again.
Yeah.
So I mean, nobody wants to be alone. Now people do it to heal from stuff, but eventually you're gonna have to go out there and get out there again and be around other people. Find that one, because nobody wants to live their life alone. You can say coming from experience, I'm a promoter. I've been around hundreds and thousands of girls over however many years I've done it. And, it's a lonely lifestyle and I don't want to do it forever, but, it works for what I do right now. But at the end of the day, I don't eventually want to be alone. Just what I do right now it's not going to make sense for me to be in a relationship with anybody. But at the end of the day, once I move on from this, I'm going to want to be with somebody. Nobody wants to be alone. It's just you're scared to get into something because you don't want to miss out on whatever opportunities are out there for you. But eventually everyone wants to settle down. When you're on that back end 31, late 30s, nobody wants to feel like, okay, now I have no one. I only have myself.
Yeah, you don't want to be 35 alone and then talk about like, oh, well, I'm happy alone. You're not going to be happy alone.
I actually agree with what he was saying, but like still like you don't know, like someone could be
Yeah, but
happy
that's like a
alone.
small minority.
Yeah, but it still exists.
Like most people, I'm speaking from a man's perspective. I don't want to be alone. I mean,
We speak in majority.
and here's another thing too. You've been single for a year and how much?
in like a half, almost 2.
All right. And when was the last time you had sex?
Please don't say this.
No. It was a while ago.
All right. So,
don't
but it
even
definitely
know.
wasn't a year and a half. A year and
No,
So, with that being said, that you don't want to be alone.
I never said I wanted to be alone.
You said I said by choice. I said, have you been single
No,
by
no,
choice?
I'm happy alone. Like now, like he was saying, like like where I'm at. I'm like happy being alone. But do I want to like die alone? Like no.
Okay.
But like
well,
where I'm at right now, I'm like, oh,
and here's the thing. Look, I'm not trying to say that like all ladies should date guys that want to be with other girls. That's fine. Like there's some guys out there that are great guys and they don't want to be with other girls. But Like the guys that you guys want, especially here in Miami, they're especially how old are you?
21.
Yeah, 21-year-olds. Come on, like
But you still got 3 years.
21-year-olds. Like you think a 21-year-old guy is out here trying to like settle down?
No, but that's why I'm okay with it in this time. That's why I'm okay with being alone in this time of my life.
So, all right, let's get to some of these chats, bro.
Captain Caveman asks, question for the guest. Female goes first.
Go ahead.
Why do you think, in your opinion, more and more women are choosing to stay single?
You should be good at answering this one. Go ahead.
Because I think in this generation, like so many men like lie and like do all this stuff that like women are kind of getting tired of it, and it kind of are like all agreeing that it's like, okay, we're just gonna
where are you
wait
meeting your men at? Instagram?
Where am I?
Like where you meet your guys at?
Yeah, like the Instagram? Or the club, probably. Yeah,
at a club.
Or like
yeah, so what are the chances that guys that you meet at the club are gonna lie to you?
Oh, like 100%.
Yeah,
maybe like 1% of the guys is like.
So maybe you're just looking in the wrong places.
Yeah, but I'm not looking for like I would if I was looking for a boyfriend, I would not be like looking for them in my Instagram DMs. Is what I'm saying. Like,
what about you, bro? What do you think?
I mean, I honestly, I don't think anyone in their, early 20s should be in a relationship anyways. Personally, I feel like that's your prime. That's when you should live your life. If you're, because I feel like anyone who's in a relationship in their early 20s is settling, because you don't know what's out there. Unless you've traveled and been out there and been through every experience, I feel like relationships actually hold you down in your prime years from, making your bag, whatever it is. I feel like what's also a lot of insecurity, why people don't want to be hurt by somebody. But I don't agree with people, especially in college in the early 20s, being in a relationship, especially in a city like Miami, because when you're in a relationship, I feel like it holds you back. When I was in a relationship, it held me back from everything I was doing. I started making so much more money in promoting when I got out of my relationship, because you want to do so much for that person, but it blocks you off from so many opportunities and things that can come in your life. So I feel like why people don't want to be in relationships, because they see the opportunities out there, right? Whether that's Instagram attention or business opportunities, whatever it is, I don't think it's realistic in your, because also, it's not going to work out. That's not the person you're going to marry. Very few people marry their high school sweetheart or their college sweetheart. It doesn't work. So why waste those years in your life in a relationship when you could be out there making connections and really, building whatever you want to be in life?
Yeah, I agree. When you're in a relationship and you care about someone, you tend to kind of put your stuff on a back burner because they become a priority. So I agree with that.
Well, I also said the perfect girl is going to be the girl that builds with me, not holds me back. Because so many girls, they'll meet me, especially with my lifestyle. I don't know if you ever see my Instagram, but it's a bunch.
Your Instagram is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
so there's a bunch of girls.
Yo, you know what his Instagram reminds me of? You guys remember those old commercials, Girls Gone Wild? It reminds me of those commercials, bro. Your Instagram's crazy.
Well, yeah, but the Playboy magazine.
But girls, they always want to change somebody. The right girl's not gonna want to change you. They're gonna want to build with you and support you in whatever you do, and that's very, very hard to find. Same with the right guy. He's not gonna want to change you. He's gonna want to build with you. So I feel like, but in our early 20s, we're not ready for that. We're not ready for somebody to tell us, no one wants to, blend in and just be with that person. They want to go do their own things, figure out what they really want until they're ready to settle down.
So his lifestyle, right? He's a promoter. He's around a lot of girls, right? Do you think when he's ready to settle down and he's with a woman, she's gonna care about how many bodies he has? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Now let's flip it. Let's say a girl's a promoter and she caught 30 bodies throughout her whole promoting career. Do you think the guy that she dates is gonna care about her past?
I think they would care, but they shouldn't.
Why shouldn't they? Please tell me why.
Because
why they shouldn't.
What's the difference? Like, you guys are like, because women like can't be the same as men.
Emotional
like,
damage.
Okay, but
do you care about a man's future?
I mean, like, yeah.
Okay, I don't care about your future.
Okay,
I care
that's
about
weird.
Your past. But why? What are you gonna like?
The fact that you don't care about like a woman's future is like that makes you like so undateable.
You're taking it to extreme. I don't like. Obviously, I'm gonna support you in whatever you do. I don't care if you're like financial, your career or whatever. Yes, go do it. Congratulations. But do I care on the same level that you care? Because if I have no potential in life, you're not gonna fuck with me.
True.
If you have no potential, I'll still fuck with you.
When I date a girl, I'm not thinking about what she can do for me. I don't care what she can do for me. I mean, all I really need is for her to support like my grind. You know what I mean? I don't need her to like do anything for me, and I wouldn't feel right asking her to pay for my bills or stuff like that. I have to take care of that stuff. All I need is just support.
Okay, I agree with that, but I still don't get.
But your past means a lot.
But like, what does
My
that say
future means a
about?
lot to you. Like if we're dating, the first thing you're gonna ask me is, what do you do? What are your plans? Right? I'm not gonna ask you those questions. I don't care what you have planned. I mean, I might care just out of interest, but I really don't care because I'm not depending on you taking care of me 20 years from now.
But why? Like, why does it matter in a
Your
guy's
past
eyes?
matters,
But
though.
why?
Because, man, I don't want to take you out and run into Steve, who just doggy fucked you.
But why would
last
I
week.
want to do the same thing? Like, why would I want to walk around with you and that girl be like,
Damn, he
I
dominated
got what
me.
you're-
That guy dominated me. That's
like,
how
why
what
would I
y'all are
want to hear
thinking.
that? Why
You're
would I wanna
getting
hear that?
dominated. It's not the same.
not the
Like
same.
it's not the same effect.
All right, let's read some other chats. But
We
go ahead.
got let's see. MMP and David Jones both want to ask the ladies how they feel about Gabrielle Union. Is it justified to make the rule, or is she justified to make the rules of the house since she's the breadwinner?
Yeah. Do you know about the Gabrielle Union situation?
No.
All right. So she was married, and she was the breadwinner. She made most of the money, so she was paying the bills. And because she was paying the bills, she said she felt entitled to cheat. So she was cheating on her husband. What do you think about that?
No, because I don't think if it was the opposite, like switch, like if the guy said that, I like wouldn't agree. So I don't agree with it.
So
even
you,
if the
you don't
girl-
agree with it?
No.
But isn't it funny though that like a woman that was put in a man's situation typically did a man thing? Isn't it kind of ironic?
Yes, but like maybe it was because
It was because she was acting like a man.
She was paying the
And
bills.
she was paying the bills. She was taking care of home. That's what a man should be doing.
okay, but it's still not right, guy or girl.
Okay. It's just
Like-
different. Is what I'm saying. We'll move on to the next comment, bro. Go ahead.
Let's see. We got some. Edson wants to know if you two, Eric and Basil, consider yourselves high value men.
So
Yeah,
I'll let you answer first. Go ahead.
High value men don't say they're high value men.
Yeah, I agree,
That's my
bro.
answer, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but I'm not where I want to be. I wouldn't consider myself on like. There's a lot of people that I'm around that are way more successful than me. I wouldn't consider myself. I wouldn't even call myself that. I'd never address myself as alpha or high value.
Yeah.
I just do what I do. I know what I do, and there's a reason why I'm giving you guys money and you guys aren't giving me money. So that's all I'll say. Moving on to the next one.
MMP wants to know if the ladies would prefer to be a breadwinner or have the man be one instead.
You want to answer that one?
I wouldn't like search for someone who's a lower income than me, but it would feel nice like being like, you know, like having more income than like my husband. But like I
No.
wouldn't like
Come on.
But
Have
Stop
you
living
ever
like a
have you ever been in
politically
that
correct-
situation?
yes.
Did it feel nice?
I mean, it wasn't like,
Where is he now?
oh my god, well,
Yeah. For how long?
not very in a good place.
Look, I'll tell you this. I was in a relationship where I'll be honest. I quit my job. I went to my girlfriend and I said, look, I'm gonna quit my job and I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to work 9 to 5 anymore. I told her that. She's like, okay, cool. I'll hold down the fort. A month and a half, basically almost 2 months. And I went to work. And then she saw me working. And then eventually I got to the point where I could, because she held me down, I came back and I was like, here's this amount. Like, you deserve it. You know what I mean? And because she was able to do that for me, like, I'll always have so much love and respect for her. But let's say I did it for 2 years. She's paying the bills for 2 years. You think she's going to be able to stick it out for 2 years? I highly doubt that.
I mean, if she's making enough, she can.
No.
But I do retract my statement. I would prefer if the guy had more money, but that doesn't mean that I would like look for someone who has
I
more
mean,
money.
you shouldn't look for anyone, honestly, because then I would just be settling.
I don't know. I think you purposely don't want to give us the right answer.
Yeah, you're being
What's the
very
right answer?
politically
What's
correct.
the
You
right
don't
answer?
want to take care of a man.
No, hold on. I don't want to take care of a man, but that's not gonna stop me from like being with someone if I actually love them.
But you won't even
You
love
wouldn't
them.
even love them. You wouldn't even get that. point.
Okay, let's say hypothetically
Even
speaking, right? Let's say you fall in love with a guy, and but he makes $50K a year.
And how much am I making?
You're making $80K a year.
That's not a huge difference. To me, it's only different if like I'm making like $1 million a year and he's making like 50.
Okay, but every
Like,
time you guys go out, you have to pay
why?
because you're making more money than him.
And you live
50K
in Miami.
in Miami is not shit.
Oh yeah, that is yeah.
like
I keep telling people like the rent here is
Yeah.
still
Oh, I
more than
know.
that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
like yeah,
80K is not enough.
it's crazy. So like, how long would that relationship last? It wouldn't last long.
It depends.
It
I
wouldn't
don't know.
last long.
Like it depends if like is he trying to make like more money or is he just like trying to live off me?
He's not trying to make more money. He's a perfect guy. He won't cheat on you.
Yeah, but is he trying to
That's
live
what
off?
you wanted.
But is he trying to live off?
No, he's just comfortable. He's comfortable being at home watching Netflix with you. The
Yeah,
Notebook.
But is he like trying to make more money?
No,
or is he,
he's happy.
Comfortable, like
He's
with his
no, so
job,
then
his
no.
50K job.
So then no.
80K is above average.
He has a 50K job. He's
Okay.
comfortable.
So
He-
then no.
Why
Because
not?
Because you're
He's the love of your life.
yeah, but if you're comfortable with 50K in Miami, there's something wrong with you. Like,
But he's the love of your life.
I mean,
He's your ideal man. Why not?
okay. The difference is like my ideal man is different from probably everyone else's.
No,
like,
it's the same.
Okay,
Okay.
what's your ideal man?
like I do think a lot of women. This is gonna be so controversial. Oh my god, a lot of women say that like money doesn't like matter in a
Mhm.
relationship, but it does.
That's
like,
not controversial.
Yeah, that's
no,
the
but
truth.
no, but most no, but I mean like most women are like it doesn't matter like for love and like I agree if like I love someone I'll be with them,
Mhm.
but like you live different lives when you make like more money than someone. Like
Of
you
course.
live different lives.
Of course. So you wouldn't be able to love a guy that makes 50K.
If I'm making 80K, yeah, but if I'm making like over 6 figures, no, because you can't live the same lifestyle.
Okay.
What's your ideal man?
Give us your
Looks-wise?
perfect guy. Like describe him.
Looks wise,
Don't no, not perfect. Ideal, because perfect is
Okay, well, like ideal.
your
Give
ideal
us like out of 10. Like what is he?
height. I want
How much does height? How
Okay.
much does he make?
financial,
okay.
yeah.
Is he-
Taller than me, preferably like 6 feet. But like if you're taller than me and I can wear heels, it's like fine. I like dark features, like
So black.
no,
Black guys.
no, like dark hair,
okay.
like dark eyes, like stuff like that, like tan. Someone who has like a good like value for their future. Like I don't want like a bum. Like who's
So a
just,
guy
like,
with
sitting-
potential.
yeah,
So a guy with a future.
yeah.
Keyword future. How much is he making?
In Miami.
I would hope over 1 million. That would be so
God
that would be so nice.
Oh, and you hear she said.
Why do you think I'm so
I don't
single?
think most women are like that. Most women want that. That's
Ye-
not controversial. That's what most women want.
Do you
no,
know?
but
do you-
I mean like I have high standards for myself, so I think I'm gonna make like
Every
good money
woman.
in my life.
Every
No, but I mean like I think I'm gonna make good money in my life. But some people are okay with like being in a job that just gives them
Okay,
8K.
Alex, how many guys in Miami do you know that are making $1 million a year after taxes?
Very few.
Very few. And I know a lot of them, and they're all jerks. Well, I wouldn't say they're jerks, but they're not guys that you would want to date because they would tell you off the rip, like, this is my lifestyle. And just so you know, I have her, and her.
Yeah, but you said if my ideal man, like that would be my ideal man, and he wouldn't cheat.
Your
and would
ideal
talk to other
man doesn't
girls.
exist, and
Well, yeah, that's why I'm single. That's why I'm like.
I mean, yeah, I guess
Like-
that's one reason. And then
So you're gonna be
said
single
you wouldn't
forever?
let him-
so with that being
No.
said, are you gonna be single forever, or are you
No.
eventually gonna settle?
I mean, I would hope I would eventually find someone that I wouldn't have to settle for.
We just agreed that your ideal man does not
Okay,
exist.
he exists, but
He exists.
he's hard to find.
Hey, what's the minimum? What's the minimum amount he has to make in Miami?
She just said $1 million.
No.
No, that's
No,
ideal.
that's
man.
ideal.
Oh, ideal. Okay,
That's
okay.
ideal. 6 figures.
6 figures. Okay,
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah,
It's-
a
it's
guy
the
making
same
100K is not gonna be faithful. Imagine a millionaire.
And then on top of that, she said 6 foot or some guy that's taller
Yeah.
than her. So let's go 5%.
3% already.
Yeah.
Okay, so what should I like want in a guy?
I'm not saying you shouldn't
Like-
want those guys. I'm
Yeah.
just saying you should accept what comes with those guys.
No,
Okay, then
because that's settling.
you're gonna settle regardless. You're gonna
Yeah,
either
why
settle.
I'll
not
settle
settle
with the
for the
millionaire.
top tier guy?
Okay, hold on. If I was gonna settle, it's gonna be with like a millionaire. Like if I was going to settle, if
Okay,
it,
so
it-
what are you
so
arguing
like
We
about?
literally
So
just
what are
did
you
a
arguing?
whole
What are you
circle to
arguing?
get to the same point.
no, I'm not arguing. I like agree with you, but me personally, like I like that's my opinion. Like, but I can't speak for everyone.
Gotcha.
So your opinion is you would settle for the guy that's going to sleep with multiple girls,
No.
but he has to make $1 million.
No, I wouldn't settle, but if I have to, like if it's like if I have to.
You're gonna have to. If you want a guy that makes $1 million, you have to settle.
Okay, well. then
Yeah.
I guess I'll get cheated on.
All right,
then.
cool, man. Let's get to some of these chats.
It's
Go ahead.
not cheating if he tells you.
Um, Captain
This is like-
Caveman is mad. He said, "Why can't women get through their heads if they have a guy that is taking care of them? He's not going to leave. It's not in a man's best interest to leave, especially if he has children."
That's true. What do you think about that?
Like, it's always women who.
Why do you think women are the ones that leave? Guys don't want to leave.
Because they're just like tired, like they're fed up with like shit.
With him being a lazy bum, being at home all day.
Yeah.
not doing
No, 'cause
anything,
women
not
leave
having
good
any
guys
type of
too.
potential.
Women leave guys that are filthy rich too. That it doesn't matter about being a bum or not.
But there's multiple character traits you have to have as a man. If you have every character trait that the woman wants, why would she leave you?
We just gotta be not boring.
We
Exactly.
literally just discussed that women will leave because they either get bored or
Bored,
because
right?
they get
So-
tired of the guy cheating.
Exactly. So you don't have the right traits. You're not charismatic.
What do you
enough.
mean,
Not
bro?
fun.
Women are leaving guys with good traits too.
Guys are the only people on this earth that are not so they're loved they're not loved
It's
unconditionally.
conditional. Right?
Yeah, so women, babies, animals, they're all loved unconditionally.
Right.
Guys, there's conditions for you to love them. That's the bottom line. That's why girls, they want to lean on their man, and a guy wants the girl to lean on them. Now, personally, I still want the girl to have, a job, a career, and everything, because
Yeah.
I don't want her to want me for what I have. I want her to want me for me.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel good when the girl leans on me. I want to take care of her,
Right.
and the girl feels good as well as when the guy's taking care of them.
Mhm.
No girl wants to take care of their man. That's the bottom line. But guys are
don't.
not loved unconditionally, and that's why women leave. That's what you're saying. They're not loved
Yeah.
unconditionally.
And like I said, there's multi-millionaires, even billionaires that are getting left by women. So it doesn't really mean anything. Let's get to some of these chats, bro. Go ahead.
David Jones has a question. Why do young women keep wearing high heels even after realizing how much they hurt? Stop hurting your feet for men that don't exist.
Heels look good with outfits. It like elevates the outfit.
Yeah, man, heels are a good look. I can't even lie.
Like it elevates. Like I don't put on heels and I'm like, I hope I get so much male attention that they're looking at my feet. I actually don't want men to look at my feet.
Do you
Like,
go out to get attention? Be honest.
What do you mean, like the attention?
Like, guys are gonna look at you. They're gonna stare at you. They're gonna want to talk to you.
Yes and no. Like
It's either yes or no.
no, because like I don't go out with the intention being like, oh my god, I cannot wait to walk into this club and have all these guys look at me. Like I don't walk into a club thinking that, but if
But
it
you know
happens,
it's
I'm
gonna
like,
happen.
yeah, I'm like, it's nice. I'm like,
So you do go out for it.
yeah, but I don't. If attention wasn't given to me, I wouldn't not go out. If that makes sense. So it's like yes or no. Like yes,
So if you
I
went,
like
if you went to a
attention.
club and you knew everybody there was gonna think you were very unattractive, would you go?
Yeah, because I'm going to have fun. I'm not going for attention.
You wouldn't have fun if you knew everybody there thought you were unattractive, though.
Why would I be thinking about that?
I'm just trying to prove a point that I think women overall, they need validation, so they do go out.
Hold on,
to,
I love attention. I'm like I love.
Yeah,
like me personally.
I've
like,
never gone out.
Like,
I've never gone out anywhere and been like, oh yeah, I want to go out because I want people to look at me because I look good. Like I've never done that.
well, I don't do that either, but like it is nice. You know
Women
what
do
I'm
it.
saying?
Women do it all the time. But okay, moving on to the next comment, bro. Go ahead.
David Jones asked the ladies if they really, really want to have casual sex like men do.
There's only one lady, bro. So you keep saying plural.
No, I mean, you can ask the
I mean, it's hard because they don't know anything. They're like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So we'll just ask her.
No, but I am not like a hypersexual person. Like I don't like need that. Like there are some women who like they're like me personally.
When you say some, like you're talking about like what percentage? Because you're always like trying to make the case for a really small minority.
What case? Like
you're saying some women do, but do most women do?
Well, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Probably not. I mean, but like me personally, like I said, like I'm not hypersexual, so I don't like need that. But like I'm sure there are some women out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of women out there. All right, moving on to the next one, bro. Go ahead.
Edson wants the girls on the couch to talk.
They don't want to talk, bro. I asked them a question. They said they didn't know. It didn't matter. All right, I'll ask them. What was the question that he asked before? Do women want to what? Have sex casually?
Yeah, like men do.
All right.
Like, do they want
do
to?
You
Like,
women
how
want to
men
have
want
sex
to?
like casually, like men do? Yes or no? No. Okay. So all of them said no.
All right.
Cool. So there's your answer, guys. Moving on to the next one.
They're just drilling you on
Drilling me?
No, Alex. MB asks, okay, since she's revealed her ideal man, say if she does find him or that man, would she be down for paying other girls? I think she said,
For what?
For threesomes.
Oh no.
No, you're against threesomes.
Yeah.
What if the guy?
I've never had that. Like I've never like thought about that, to be honest.
So what if? Okay, so you said you don't want the guy to cheat, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what if he says, "Hey, I won't cheat on you, but I need to have threesomes." You'd be included though, so it's not cheating. Would you be down?
Yeah, that's fine.
You'd be down with that?
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you hit up on DMs. Her Instagram is gonna be on the bio.
You would be okay with the guy that you love fucking another girl in front of your face, even if you were included. You'd be okay with that, because most girls aren't.
To be honest, I've never had that opportunity or never thought about it, so I don't really know.
But try to think about it. If you say, I want to include this girl,
That's a good question.
would you ask him, well, why do you want it? Why am I not good enough for you? That's what the question would be. Am I not good enough for you? Not, oh, that's hot. Let me bring someone else in too, because you would be worried that other girl, he wants to only bring in someone else because you're not doing a good enough job.
I didn't think of it that way.
Why wouldn't you think about it that way? I feel like if a girl asked me to have a threesome with another guy, I'd instantly think about that. First of all, I'd say no, but then I'd be like, why? And then I'd go deeper into it.
Well, I would just assume that it's like just like a weird like fantasy that a man wants to have. Like, yeah, I don't really think much of it. But like I've never like thought about that. But now that we're talking about it, now I'm kind of like, I don't know. So maybe
But if you said, hey, let's spice things up and I'm gonna bring another girl in, a guy wouldn't think twice. You'd be like, okay, let's go. But the girl would think in her head, why does he want another girl in here?
I would be scared that like you'd start hitting the girl like during like the situation. Because here's the thing, right? You said yourself that you've experienced situations before where girls have said they're cool with it, and then they're not.
Wait, no, I've been with a lot of bisexual girls, which we've talked about before, and they said, I'll have a threesome, but not with, I won't do it with you, because they don't want to see me fucking another girl in front of them, because they actually have feelings for me.
This is actually a really good question. Go ahead.
That's weird.
Okay.
Like
so let me ask you this. I've heard girls say this before. I don't want to have a threesome with my boyfriend because I love him, but I'll give a random guy a threesome. Can you please help me understand that fucking stupidity? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you want to give the guy that's willing to provide for you, protect you? Why wouldn't you want to give him that experience? Why would you want to give it to a random person?
Okay, so I agree with you that it's stupid, but I would assume it's because like he was saying, like you wouldn't want to see like the guy you love like fucking someone else.
Why would you give that experience to a random person though? Over your boyfriend? Because this happens a lot.
I don't know. Like, I would assume it would just be to like kind of like live like a fantasy, like kind of like that they want to live, and then they don't want to see like their boyfriend like fucking someone else.
This is why I don't understand how women think sometimes. It doesn't make sense, because I actually knew someone that I was talking to, and they told me that they were like, yeah, I wouldn't have a threesome with you because I care about you too much. I'm like, what?
But now
it doesn't make no sense.
I can't relate to this personally because I would never have a threesome with another guy. But
I know. No, I'm talking about with a girl.
No,
like two girls.
But on another note, would you want to, if you had a girlriend?
No,
exactly.
No,
but you would do it with a random girl. You run a train on a girl with a.
What do you mean? Like what? Okay, well, I shouldn't have cut you off.
Yeah.
Would I have a threesome with like me, another guy, and a girl?
And a random girl?
No.
But some guys would. I wouldn't personally, but I know a lot of guys who would. But they would never do that with their girlfriend. So I guess
definitely not with my girlfriend.
But it's because they don't want to. It's the emotional aspect of it. It's because they don't want to see the person they like getting fucked. And I understand it, but at the same time, if you're not gonna do it with me, then don't do it with anyone. That's how I would feel.
Yeah, but if I have a threesome with my girl and another girl, my girl's not getting fucked.
Yeah. No.
Like I guess that's true. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like, if I was to do it even with another girl, like that girl's getting fucked.
That goes back to the body count.
Yeah.
Like when the guy's doing the.
I'm really big on that. Like, I think for me, like your body count matters. Anybody's body, not yours, but like anybody's body count matters. It matters to me. It's not insecurity. It's just.
I mean, the biggest thing is in the name. Like, you're getting fucked. You're getting fucked. We're not getting, but you're getting fucked.
Whether it's right or wrong, society's gonna view it that way, regardless. So it's like. It's how it is. A girl's body count matters more than a guy's body count. Whether it's right or wrong, that's how society is going to view it.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand why, like, in this day of age, like, women are so sexually free. Like, it never used to be like that back in, like, 1950. Like, women, and if it definitely wasn't out like it is now on TikTok. It's funny because that one TikTok that I kept telling Anwar not to play, it actually has something to do with that. But yeah, I don't understand it. It's causing women a lot of emotional damage, even though they don't think. Like I literally had a woman that sat here and said that she thought it was cool. Remember, I asked her.
That was crazy.
I was like, hey, she's like, I had a very promiscuous past. She said, and it caught up to me. And I was like, what do you mean it caught up to me? She's like, it caught up to me. I was like, do you regret it? She's like, no. I'm like, would you tell another woman to do it? She's like, yeah, I'd tell her to do it. And I'm like, but you just literally said that you're single. She was how old?
31.
31, and she couldn't be in a
30.
And every guy that gets with her is gonna want to know her past. And you know what? Either one or two things are gonna happen. She's gonna tell them the truth, and they're gonna say no, or she's gonna lie, and then that's a horrible foundation to start your relationship off of. So body count matters a lot, and yeah, I mean you're young, but I shouldn't have to tell you that. Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
No, we reached the bottom.
Cool. All right. So do you guys have? Is there any other questions? Chat. I'll let you guys ask a few more questions before we get off, right? Because we're gonna get off soon. And yes, anything you guys want to talk about? No.
Oh wait, actually, I do ask for all the guys in the room right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's like the maximum body count a woman has to have for you to date her or take her serious?
All right, I'll start off with the guys in our back.
Yeah. Yo, Kayla, what's the body count?
Just give us a number, bro. Don't be difficult. 12. All right.
Caleb's was 12. How about Ethan?
Yeah, 10 straight.
10.
5.
5.
Yeah, I would say about 10. 10 to 15.
10.
10.
Wait, who the fuck said 5? You're lying like shit. You're lying like shit.
Yeah, I think for me, anything over like 10 is like starting to like be a huge red flag. Cause damn, 10, you know what I mean? Cause here's the thing: if you have a guy, like you're fucking him multiple times. You know what I mean? It's not like most relationships, you're gonna have sex with a guy multiple times. So like if you have like 25 bodies, 30 bodies, now I'm like, god damn, like you must have went through a whole span of like just completely, you were just having like one night stands, fucking promoters, you know what I mean? Like, and now I gotta take you out to dinner at fucking, you know, wherever we go, and I gotta worry about running into one of them. So
it's not only that; it's only can you trust them after that? Because what's gonna stop them from doing that?
Yeah,
when you're done with you, or when they're with you anyway.
Yeah.
So
there's a reason why they say that your past is a big indicator for your future, because we're creatures of habits.
Also, the reason that men or me personally care about body count, because now you're experienced in bed. I can't show you anything new. I can't do anything new.
That's a fact too.
If you have 100 bodies, like you done everything.
I know this is a very unpopular belief, but I don't want to be with a girl in bed that can literally fuck the shit out of me. Like I'm gonna be like, yo, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like, are you a porn star? Like, I don't want to be with a girl like that. I actually like my women to be kind of innocent. You know, I like to be the dominating one. I don't want a girl to sit here and try to dominate me. Like that's not attractive to me.
I agree with you. Like I'm not.
Cool. Glad we agreed on something. Any last chats, bro, before we get off?
We got a question for you from Urameshi. He says, question for Eric. Can you tell us what is his red line for physical conflict and when he must hold his tongue / pride? For you.
For me, bro, I didn't understand that question.
What is your red line for physical conflict? Like when does it cross a line to fight somebody?
That's probably not a good question to ask me.
Yeah,
because I'm very confrontational.
Shut up, it's rap.
Yeah, that's probably not a very good question to ask me. I'm probably one of the most confrontational people in this room. I'm very big on respect. So if you disrespect me, I mean, I've cut ties with some powerful people just because of respect. I'm really huge on respect, and I think respect for men should be like the currency for love. Like if you respect me, even as a guy, like if a guy respects me, I'm like, all right, cool. That dude right there loves me like a brother. You know what I mean? And same thing for women. I used to tell my ex all the time, I'm like, yo, our love languages are not the same. Like your love language, like my love language is like, you're not cheating on me. You're taking care of me when I come home, and you're just being faithful. That's it. Like, I don't really ask for much. I don't want you to pay the bills. I don't want you to fight for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ask you to do shit. Just, it's very minimal stuff. But yeah, my red line is if anyone tells me to shut up and it's like in a disrespectful way, then yeah, I'm ready to fight, bro. But I'm working on that.
What do you want out of women, Jeff?
He was saying it, respect.
Okay.
Honestly, I meet a lot of girls. And I don't know if I went over this before, but I meet a lot of girls from a lot of different states. And I'm very upfront about what my intentions are with these girls. And I tell them, I'm like, listen, like, just because, you know, I'm not ready for something doesn't mean we can't, you know, constantly be in contact, go on trips together. You come down and visit me. But I tell them, I'm like, listen, I don't hold them to something I wouldn't hold myself to. So if I'm going to be getting with other girls, then they can do whatever they want as long as they're respectful about it. Don't do it in front of my face. Don't do it. Don't do it in a way where I'm going to know about it, because I'm still going to do it. I can't, at the same time, I can't hold myself.
I think that's why women like you though, because you're giving them that like, okay, you can be equal. Like if I do it,
But
you
every
can do
girl
it.
hits me with the, well, I don't live in Miami. I live in a boring town in the middle of nowhere. You have girls around you all the time. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not equal. It's not going to be equal. Like, it's just like, that's what you were saying before. Not that we're not equal, but at the same time, our lifestyles are not the same. And maybe that's why they're attracted to my lifestyle.
Okay, but here's the thing too. I look, I appreciate your honesty, and I like that to an extent, that you can tell a woman, hey, I like you. I'll talk to you, but I'm also gonna talk to her. And if you want, go do your thing. Just don't let me see it. Okay, cool, right? But if you want to take that woman seriously,
But I wouldn't, if I wanted to take that woman seriously, it would never go to that conversation. If I wanted to take you seriously from the beginning, it would be like, I'm not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. Now, I don't know if I could hold myself to
see
that.
what I mean?
No,
There
I
you
know,
go.
but I would never tell a girl I want to date, or at least if maybe I don't know if I want to date her, but if I want to date a girl, I'm not letting, no, then there's no question.
Yeah,
You're not getting
you're
with
not-
anyone else. But at the same time, someone who doesn't live here, I can't have a relationship with them anyways, because I know myself, I know the woman I'm around, and it's too hard to do something like that. But I can't live a bunch of lies to a bunch of women. It's too hard. It catches up to you, and it's stressful. That's what, and I learned that from before. I was telling every girl they're the one, rather than just telling every girl what is. And you actually can build something special with that. And I've learned that, because then you go back into that phase. Once you throw a label on something, the whole mood changes.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Bro.
I'm a strong believer in throwing a label on something can change how the relationship
Bro,
is.
as soon as a girl starts to ask, what are we? I'm like, oh fuck. It's over. It's over. Like the fun is over, because now that person is expecting something. And I can't provide that, you know, that
Exactly.
I can't.
Like
I don't want a relationship.
we're the same people, but once you throw like, hey, now you're my girlfriend, or now we're this, we're that. Like one time I had something with a girl, and she said something to me. She said, I want to be exclusive, but I don't want to date you. I said, that doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
If you're exclusive with me, then we're technically dating.
Right.
And she says, no, there's emotions involved with dating and not being exclusive. And I don't believe that. So I feel like once you start throwing labels on stuff and you stop having, the fun's going to go away. Everything's going to be serious, and
yeah,
it's going to change the whole mood of, and you're never actually truly going to get to know that person, because you're throwing a label on it 2 weeks after meeting me. How the hell am I supposed to know anything about you? I've met girls that have been one way at the beginning. A month, 2 weeks later, they're a whole new person, because you actually get to know them.
yeah.
So how can I
agreed.
throw a label on something?
Yeah, and it's very dangerous too. You work in a crazy environment, bro. Like you're meeting women all the time,
And people come down here, and I've touched on this multiple times before.
and they're not ugly either.
No, but girls come down here to get away from whatever problems they're going through at home. So girls are coming down here not necessarily to fuck, but they're coming down here to be wild, right? So I'm the, I don't know if you call it the beneficiary of that, but girls, they're getting away from their problems at home or whatever they're carried. Hey, we're in Miami, let's party. And, they're getting away from whatever miserable place they live in. And, they come down here to have fun. And they're in the fantasies. I live in the fantasy. They get to experience it for 4 or 5 days, and then they have to go back to reality.
A lot of girls, what they'll do is they'll break up with their guys, come down here, have sex, go up there and not tell those guys.
It's not even that. I'll see multiple girls who come down here with the boyfriend.
Really?
And not give. That's why I don't trust girls. If I had a girlfriend, she is never going to Miami, wherever, Miami, Vegas.
Well, I'm sorry, you see them come down here with the boyfriend, and then what?
No, not with the boyfriend. They come down here and tell me I have a boyfriend, but I'm in Miami. It doesn't matter. I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
Or you'll meet the friend and be like, I always ask every girl who comes out to me who has a boyfriend here, right? And they'll say, well, her, but we're in Miami. So I've seen it happen too many times where I know I cannot trust. Like I don't call it insecurity, but I would say sometimes I can't even trust people I talk to when they go out here, because it's like, well, we're in Miami.
Yeah.
Because Miami is so like the drinks start flowing, everything starts happening, and like you fall into, and girls especially, they fall into the peer pressure of what their friends are doing, whether they have a boyfriend or not.
Yeah,
they don't want to be left out. So.
I agree 100%. Women are a lot more influential than guys are, and the first video we watched, the guy made an example, and it's like that's how men think. Men are like, okay, you're gonna go out with your girls, but there's gonna be guys offering you drinks. They're gonna want to talk to you. They're gonna have to sleep with you. Let's say you get 4 drinks in you. Now you're not in your right mind. Like that's the shit that guys have to think about. That's why guys don't want women going out. Their girlfriends, at least. Make sense?
I get it, but also like.
But also.
No. I get it. I completely agree. But at the same time, if you're like a girl and like drinking and like getting drunk and then having like thoughts of like getting with someone else, probably shouldn't like be with your boyfriend.
Yeah, but you know how that happens all the time.
No, I understand. I'm agreeing with you, but like
some of them come on here.
But if your man tells you I don't want you going out, why do you think he's saying that? Because he wants to control you, or because he's worried about what might happen to you? There's a difference. Because I've said that because I don't want you doing this. It's not because I want to control you. It's because I've seen how you acted out with me, and I don't know if I can trust you when it's not. I'm not saying that girl's a bad person, but I've seen guys can do stuff. It's scary. Guys can slip something into someone's drink. You don't even know. And I'm trying to provide and take care for that girl. And if she's seeing that as, oh, you're just trying to control me, you're not understanding the true affection and love I'm trying to show to you.
So you're just territorial. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, it is but it's about respect, and it's about me actually I'm not doing it because I want to control your life. I'm doing it because I care. And a lot of girls take that the wrong way and then be rebellious. Hey, you're telling me what to do. Now I'm not going to do it. No, it's because I care about you. I wouldn't be, if I didn't give a fuck about you, yeah, do what you want. Hey, I'm going to go do my thing now. But it's because I care about you. That's why I'm telling you, I don't want you to do that.
I feel like you could tell though. Like I feel like in the past when like guys were like, you can't like go out. Like you can kind of tell when it's like, don't go out. I don't want you going out because you don't want you being around other guys, or being like scared of like stuff that can happen. Like I feel like you could tell.
Here's the thing too. Not every guy's gonna tell you not to go to the club because he cares for you. A lot of them just really are insecure.
Yeah.
But you like the guys that are really trying to take you seriously, those are the guys we're talking about. Like if you met a guy a week ago and he's telling you not to go, he just doesn't want you to go because he doesn't want you there. But if a guy's dating you for 6 months and he's like, hey, you know what? I really value what we have. I don't want you to go to the club. It's because he's taking you seriously. He doesn't want to put you in a situation where now, let's say you do something, or you may not do something. Let's say a guy's drunk, because you're putting yourself in that position. Let's say a guy's drunk, he comes up and he just starts groping you. Now you got to go home and tell him, hey, man, this guy came up. I pushed him off. He groped me, though. You know, he was very drunk, and you put yourself in that situation. Guys don't like that stuff. I'd break up over that type of shit.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I'd be like, all right, well, you put yourself in that position. You know,
when guys get drunk, it's different when the girls get drunk, because most girls start to act more friendly when they're drunk. And what I know, what everybody knows, is a girl can be friendly to a guy and he'll take it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
He'll think, oh, she wants me. Sometimes they'll just say hi.
I thought about that literally last night.
No, because I've been around people and somebody says like they're just trying to be friendly, and the guy's gonna think, oh, she wants to fuck me.
Yeah, for sure.
But reverse, when a guy gets drunk, the girl's not gonna. So it's not. That's why it's not the same, because a girl can be friendly and the guy could start to attack or whatever.
And also because what he's saying is true. Like as a guy, we know how guys think. Most guys are opportunists. A lot of guys are going to, I would say probably like 90% of the guys at the clubs are probably single, or they're in a relationship and they're just looking for someone to fuck. They're not going there to just vibe out to the music. You can do that shit in your car. They're trying to go out there to fuck. So that's why I don't go to clubs personally.
And being a promoter personally, it's like I bring the girls to these tables of these guys. And I've been out with guys who are married, have full on, children and everything.
Yeah.
And they're not spending money just because they want to throw dollar bills.
Someone spent $12K.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're not getting laid at the end of the night, they're gonna think it's a waste of money. So they want me to bring these girls. Hey, we want girls, but we don't want models.
Right.
Just gonna sit there. We want girls who are down to fuck. If they're not down to fuck, don't bring them to my table. Right? It's because guys are there. They're opportunists. So even if you have a boyfriend, but you're out getting drunk with these guys, next thing you know, you're in an Uber to who knows where. Yeah. And now you're in a situation where you can't leave. And not saying that it's your fault necessarily, but that's what guys don't want. So
and I'll say this, right? Because a lot of women are, unfortunately, and I hate to say this because I have sisters, but women are put in situations where they almost rather have sex with a guy than fear the situation that would happen if they don't have sex with a guy. Like, let's say you go to a party. I've seen women go to like an after party after Vendome. We went to Vendome, and there's a situation now where they're stuck at some random dude's house. They don't have a way home. And now they feel peer pressure to do something with the guy. Maybe it's not sex. Maybe it could be head. Maybe it could be kissing. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, it happens a lot. Maybe it doesn't happen to you, but it happens a lot.
It's not only that.
It happens.
What if your friend is hooking up with one of these guys, but you have the boyfriend, but you're not going to leave your friend. Now you're just sitting there. Some random guy's going to come up to you. You're going to feel pressured in a situation because you don't know how to get out of that situation. So it's multiple factors, because girls stick together. So if your friend's there, you're not going to leave her there. But a lot of times these girls like, well, I want to go fuck this guy. Now you're there alone. What are you going to do? So that's really it's how it is.
Yeah, but it all goes back to like guys not, like you were saying, like women are like so friendly. Like personally, like when I go to a club, like I'm gonna talk to everyone. Does not mean I want to fuck you like at all.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what they think.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The problem is that why do men like think like why?
Because a lot of guys aren't having sex. So when a pretty girl like you comes along and you're friendly, he's gonna take those signals and think you like him.
And on top
Yeah.
of that, you're going to the club.
See,
Yeah,
here's
but,
the
know what
thing.
but then
club
when
is
we're
for.
dicks, when guys come up and we're like, get the fuck out of our face, they're like, this bitch, like she can't even just like be friends with us. She can't even.
Okay,
talk
but
to us.
here's the thing. I'm pretty sure we can go into your DMs right now and you have a shit ton of people trying to talk to you. Most guys don't have that. So when they go to the club, they're hoping I'm gonna get a VIP section, spend $12K on a fucking bottle, which I literally saw somebody do, and then say, you know what, a girl's gonna come up, she's gonna want to drink some of my shit, and then hopefully she likes me enough to where I can fuck. Guys aren't thinking like you. You're thinking, you know what, I look good, I just want to have fun. I'll be nice to you, I can be friends with you. Guys aren't thinking like that.
No, I get it. I completely agree with you. It's just like fucked up. Like that guy's.
It's fucked
Like-
up, but it's a fact.
No, I know.
So when
but-
guys are telling women like, yo, I don't want you to go to the club, especially without me, it's like there's a reason for that.
So you know that it's fucked up and it's going to happen. Why put yourself in that situation?
like if I had a boyfriend, like why would I go to the club?
Correct.
Because I know like myself, like I wouldn't like then I wouldn't be friendly to everyone.
What is trust? What if I'm dating you? Who cares if I trust you? If you're putting yourself in a position where something could happen to you or you could do something with another guy, what does trust get me?
That I wouldn't do anything. Like
Yeah, but you don't know that. 4 drinks in, 5 drinks in, you don't know that. Let's say you're not even drinking with a guy. Let's say you're drinking with your girls. Sometimes I've seen this shit before where girls are buying shots after shots after shots. Let's say, and this happened before, like I've even blacked out before. I drank so much. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing until I got into a fight. Then I realized, shit, I got into a fight. You know what I mean? It happens to women all the time. What good does my trust do for me when you're out here doing stuff like that?
okay. When you put it like that, I get it. But also like I don't know how drunk do you have to be to not know what you're doing? Because I've gotten pretty drunk and like I still know.
You've never blacked out drunk before? I have.
But the most of the night, I still know. Like
So you remember everything? No, you don't.
That's not black.
there are some parts that I don't, but I'm still.
So what if in
aware-
that one part you don't remember?
No, but I'm still like in those moments, like in the moment, you know what's happening. It's the aftermath that you don't remember. But like in the moment, like I'm aware, like what's like what I'm doing. I might be drunk and like I don't care, but like I'm aware.
So
if
if
you're
you
doing
just
drunk,
don't care.
if you drunk and you don't care, and the guy sleeps a roofie, now what happens?
That's different. I'm talking about like sleeping with a guy, like cheating on your boyfriend.
Okay, would you say that you're more likely to sleep with a guy if you're really, really drunk?
Mhm.
It's just a yes or no
Yes.
question.
No, because I think it's kind of gross.
Oh.
No, because wait, hold on, because I think it's kind of gross that a guy would want to sleep with me like sloppy
Yes, but
fucking
but
drunk.
you're-
Like,
Oh, you're fucking tripping. Guys would actually really like that.
But
Guys like
it's
that
not
shit.
about-
that's horrifying.
It's not about the guy. It's about your judgment. Your judgment lacks when a girl's really drunk. A girl doesn't always, have the best judgment when she's really drunk. So, and then you become more friendly. And then the guy, whether guys are good people or not, guys are still going to be at these clubs for the
Yeah.
wrong reasons. So
Yeah,
it's
they'll-
still going to happen.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's good guys out there that just want to have sex too. There's bad guys out there that just want to have sex. All guys just want to have sex. I don't think if I asked every guy in this room right now if they just wanted to have sex, I think every guy would say yes. So,
Well, it depends on the girl
well, yeah, but like if you meet a pretty girl at the club, are you gonna want to have sex with her?
at the club.
Not at the club, but like after the club. Come on, bro, stop being
Is she
difficult.
drunk? No, and you know the
Oh,
situation.
of course, no,
yeah,
no. Okay,
I've
we're
never done
different
that.
though. I've said this to them plenty of times. The last like we don't club like that, but we went out for a celebration and we had 2 very attractive, beautiful girls come up to us and they were lit. And the first thing I said was, nope, I don't fuck with that because I personally don't put myself in situations where, so even if she does want it, what if she wakes up the next day and says, oh shit, I actually don't know if I wanted it or not. I don't want to deal with that shit, so I take myself right out of that situation. But that's just me personally. But most guys, they don't give a fuck.
I know
They
that's why
don't
it's
care.
scary,
Yeah,
because
they
guys
don't care. So
Personally, I don't drink, so I'm around
Yeah,
girls
same.
all the time, and I tell them, I'm like, if you get too drunk, we are not doing anything. Because but the guys, it's the guys who don't get sex. The guys who don't get sex,
Yeah.
that's when they go on that opportunity. Like that's not, as a promoter, that's not really an issue so much for me. But guys who don't get sex, they're gonna want to put drinks in that girl, getting them more drunk, get them more lit. I've been on the craziest place is a boat, a yacht parties.
Mhm.
That's when crazy stuff happens
Yeah.
because girls have nowhere to go.
yeah,
You're in the middle of the water,
exactly.
and the guys like handing you shot.
Right.
There's bedrooms on these boats. So
Right,
what
right, right.
happens? You're trapped. You can't just walk away like a club. You can't just leave. You don't have anywhere to go. So it's stuff like that where it's like it's not necessarily your fault, but it's also the guys. They're doing it for the wrong reasons.
It
but you're
goes back to what I
yeah.
said earlier. If a woman's put in a situation where she either has to have sex with a guy or she fears the guy maybe retaliating or hurting her because she doesn't, she's gonna have sex with the guy. I've talked to a lot of women that have told me, yeah, I had sex with the guy because it was a very uncomfortable situation, but I regret it. It happens a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
It happens a lot.
The most dangerous men are the men that can't get women. And where are these men going to the club?
I agree, man. I personally don't have problems when it comes to that. I've never had a problem with that. So, but there's guys out there that don't have sex. This is a fact, and they will take advantage.
80% of men.
My favorite are the girls that say, "Oh, you know, we were just friends for 5 years, and then we ended up sleeping together one night when I was crying." Like, guys will wait their fucking turn. Guys are opportunists. There's a reason why all these girls that have friends, like we had a conversation. We went viral on TikTok, literally because a girl said right here and said that she had guy friends, and we explained to her why guys can't really be friends with girls because they're all gonna eventually want to have sex with you, even if initially they don't want to. Guess what happens? Let's say 3 years into our friendship, I got to know you. You're cool. You've always been there for me. Like, eventually, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna want it to happen, even if you don't want it to happen. It happens.
I do agree with the guy best friend thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and it happens. And I see girls all the time that say, "Oh yeah, I regret fucking him. After 5 years, we were really good friends, and now we're not friends." So,
but if I'm friends with you for that long, it's because I like you. Like, you know,
what
like
do you mean?
like I agree with you with the guy best friend thing. Like, because if I'm friends with like a guy for like so long, it's because I find you like
Yeah.
interesting and like attractive, and I would probably sleep with you. Or like,
Okay, well,
and, like,
you're probably the
like
first
you.
girl to ever admit
Yeah.
that shit.
Most girls won't. Never.
Most girls sit here and say, "No, we're just friends, and that's it."
I mean, the thing is, I do have guys that are just friends, but we're not like super.
You could call
close.
any of those
Like,
guys
it's like-
right now your friends, and if you say, "I want to fuck you tonight after the show," that I bet you they'll say yes.
Probably no, but I'm saying like
So are they your
my
friends?
my super close guy friends, like it's because I like would
You
know?
would? Okay,
I
so
would.
all super close guy friends. I hope you're watching this.
No, but on the other hand, like I do have guy friends that I'm not like super close with that like we could just like not hang out alone.
Yeah.
But like it's not weird. Like if he came to me with like
Yeah, but
problems,
it
it's not
doesn't matter what
weird.
you think because they are waiting.
Oh no, I agree.
Those
It's
guys are
which
waiting.
is so weird and so desperate.
Yeah,
It's
they're
so
waiting.
weird.
But see, here's the thing: you have options. They probably don't. And even if here's the thing: even for like guys like that are doing good for themselves, even they don't have as many options as you do. That's a fact. You can go through my DMs right now. I don't have as many options as you do. I guarantee you. Like, you'd probably laugh at my shit. But you have a shit ton of options and you don't do shit. You just exist.
No, I agree. I
So
do agree with you on that one.
all right, bro. Let's get some of these chats and then we can close it out here.
GMC asks, is politics a deal breaker? Question for the panel and couch. I assume in like an
Bro, I don't give a fuck about politics, to be honest.
Bro, I'm not talking about politics.
Yeah. So I don't care. She can be, and that religion doesn't matter to me. The only thing I ask for a girl is just to have a good like mental state. Like, don't be out here saying, "Oh, I can be just like you." That's literally the only thing I ask, bro. I don't want a girl that can say, "Yeah, well, if you're talking to somebody, I can talk to somebody." That's like, all right, cool. Now I know what you're on. That's cool. Moving on.
Urameshi asked, question for the men: what is your total percent score of reject rate with all the girls you've hit on? For example, rejected 60% of the time.
Oh, that's a good
or 40%.
question, man. They're probably not gonna. I'll be honest,
Nah,
man.
I'll be honest.
I'll let you go
I'm
first.
trying to think.
Shit, I'll start. I think my rejection rate probably like 50%. That's pretty high, man.
Nah, bro.
What's rejection? Like, are we saying,
Rejection
like,
is like if you're
actually,
trying to
like,
talk to a girl and she's just like, "Nah, bro."
off rip?
Like,
Nah,
just
but
straight up rejection.
Bro, the average rate is like 10%.
10%
like
of what?
10% of what?
Like, you close 10% of the girls you talk to. That's
Okay,
No,
are we
no,
starting
no,
close,
I'm
like
not-
we
I'm not-
fucked them, or like, you know what I'm saying, just getting them.
Well, okay, so here's the thing for me. My shit's at 50 because I also don't, like, y'all see me. I don't talk to every girl that comes in here.
Yeah.
So like I choose my, like, whoever I talk to, I choose them wisely. I'm not talking to just anybody. So my rejection rate is, like I said, it's about half. For most people, it's probably a lot.
But like,
more,
again,
though.
what are we talking about? Rejection rate? Like, are we saying like I couldn't fuck her?
Like, the
or-
person is not interested in you.
Like, you're interested in her, but she just rejects you. She's not interested.
But I actually like.
Basil, yes,
Fucking.
just give us
I'm
a
trying
number.
to
bro.
understand. Are we fucking? Like,
No.
I asked her to fuck.
No, you whether it's to date or to fuck, and she says no.
basically the girls you approach. How many of them actually respond?
Oh, like DMs? Okay.
Sure.
I'll go 60-40.
I'll
I'll go 60.
I'll say this.
I get rejected 60% of the time.
Okay, so yeah. So I'll say this though. It is much easier now for me. Like if I really wanted to, I could go crazy now because of like the podcast situation. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's super crazy when a guy starts doing something and women find like a little bit of value into it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy what that'll do for you. But
it's not only that, it's women like men in power. It's the bottom line. I could bring a girl to a club and she's walking up. She's never been to Miami. I'm walking her and I'm getting her bottles. She's like, where? Like, I've never had this before.
Women love that.
So they love the attention. An ugly promoter will sleep with way more than most good-looking men. I'm telling you right now.
Really?
And I'm not saying that's me, but I'm saying there's so many old and creepy promoters out there.
Shout out to Jeff.
They get. Well, that's what you're talking about, the rejection rate. I can't say I do that badly for myself. So I don't know if I can relate in that sense, but I'm also very like I study people. I study how they act. I pick women very wisely, and I understand like there's certain things that will get a woman, going, and it's very easy for what you do to bring it in the that okay, he just got me all of this. Now you're attracted to a guy just for what he's bringing you. So it depends on what you do. It's status. It's like you said, the podcast thing. Now you have more status over whatever you're doing in the past. It's like gonna be a lot easier for you.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, man. I don't care if I get rejected because 9 times out of 10, if I was that quick with a girl, I just wanted her for one thing. So it doesn't really matter. And rejection, I think every guy should experience rejection. I think that's actually a good thing.
Well, if the girl wants you, she'll come to you, and you make it known a little bit that you want her, but she'll come to you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy the night and day difference. But yeah, I think we all answered that question. Oh, any other ones, bro?
GMC asks, if a guy uses a coupon on the first date, what are your first thoughts, ladies?
Use a what?
If a guy uses a coupon, let's say you go to dinner, right? And a guy uses a coupon. What are your thoughts?
Oh God, I don't even know. Why do you have a coupon for a restaurant? Like what?
Some money.
Just give us an honest answer. So me and you go out, right? And we're at a restaurant. It's a really nice restaurant, but I'm like, yo, I have a 20% discount. Like what are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
Oh, like my group chat's gonna hear about that. I'm gonna be like, guys, he just pulled out a 20% coupon.
What do you think they're gonna say?
But also like
it doesn't turn you on a little. Like shit,
but
bro.
also like a 20%.
Saver. He got money.
I can't resist a discount. So I'm like, but it is a little weird.
Because that's an indication of what could possibly happen in the future, and it would probably give you worries. Like, is this guy financially secure?
Like, why are you couponing at your mid-20s?
Okay, if a guy takes you on the first date, are you expect him to pay, but are you offering to pay some of it? Because that's a big thing we talked about.
That's huge.
If it tells me a lot about how a girl was raised, I would never expect her to pay. But if she offers to pay for half of it or whatever on the first date, that will tell me, and I will never let her pay, but that will tell me a lot about that girl.
100%.
Yeah, I would offer, but only if I'm getting the right, like if I go on a date with a guy and I'm getting the vibes that he's gonna make me pay half, no, I wouldn't offer. But if they seemed like,
so if it was a good
you know what
date,
I'm saying? Because like no, I mean like, because you can kind of tell when like a guy's kind of like not gonna like pay or something like that. I feel
how can you tell?
I don't know. Sometimes it's just like they'll like say like, when they're looking at the menu and they're like, oh, like how much is this? Like I'm like ugh. I'm like that's a little, that's a little. Why are you?
I personally think men shouldn't take women out if they can't afford to pay.
Yeah, but normally like on dates like I would be like I will pull out my card.
Yeah.
On that first date, are you expecting him to take you to a 5-star restaurant? Because I'll tell you what I do. I take a girl to not that because I can't afford it, but I'm gonna take a girl to a place that has a nice like vibe, but it's not gonna be that expensive on the first date because I want to see how she reacts. Yeah. I don't want you to expect me to take you out on a 5-star restaurant every time. Some girls down here, especially in Miami, are bougie like that though. Yeah. If you're not taking me to here, then I'm not coming out with you again. But I will never take a girl to a nice. It's not gonna be a shitty place, but it's not gonna be a nice restaurant the first time I take her out.
That's fine. I would honestly rather go on like a first date to like a little like cute little like bar, like rooftop bar thing, rather than like a 5-star restaurant where we're like staring at each other for the first time, asking like what we do for a living. Like that's like I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll say this back to what you said. If a girl offers to pay, that's super attractive to me. I don't expect you to, and I don't want you to, but just the fact that you offer to pay, it means a lot to me.
Yeah, but some guys do. So like I can see why some girls like don't offer.
Because but you don't want that guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's raps.
That
It's
guy's
done.
doing you a
It-
favor by
so
doing
this,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
even matters
okay.
because you already know what type of
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like most women will pull out the card and be like, "I'll pay half." I'll
In
leave
Miami,
half.
no.
Or like normally I'll say,
Outside of Miami,
or
maybe.
normally I'll say like I'll leave the tip. Like I'll be like, "Oh,
I don't even want you to do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
But,
I feel like that's corny. If I'm paying, I might as well tip. Like, what's the point of you tipping?
yeah, but it's like you can always tip more. Like
Okay, yeah. If you want to do that at the kindness of your heart.
No. Okay, but I'm saying it's like a gesture. Though.
All right, bro. Let's finish these off. Any other ones?
We got a bunch, but they're like all over the place. You
All
want-
right, just
Hold
read
on,
the
let me ask
most
a quick
recent.
question, real quick to everyone in here. Would y'all be okay with your man taking you to McDonald's for like a first date, or not your man, just some guy taking you to McDonald's?
I have been before. I never spoke to him.
How about
again.
y'all on the couch in the back? No.
No.
So
All right,
McDonald's day.
So that's a no.
Okay.
All right, so Mickey D's is a big no. All right, cool. Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Let's see. We got a bunch, as I said.
Cool. Yeah, man. So there's a lot, and apparently Onward doesn't want to read any of them.
Yeah,
So
I mean, we'll read. Man, I got you. Hold up. So, how long should a guy avoid putting a label on any sexual relationships with a woman?
A guy
Yeah. How long should you wait before you make
putting
your
a sexual.
like?
If you're just trying to fuck,
No,
bro,
if you're just having sex with a girl, how long should you wait to put a label on it?
what's the label? Like, I want you to be my girlfriend.
Yes.
Why are you doing that as a guy? Like, you gain nothing.
Well, I guess
being in a
it's David
relationship.
Jones.
okay,
Just wondering.
let's say you do want to take her seriously, because I know what you're thinking, bro. Don't ask him any questions. His age is restricting his answers, like, because he's not thinking like that. He's not thinking settling down. You know what I mean? He's thinking he just wants one thing. So, for me, like, if I'm talking to a girl and I want to date her, I'm gonna make it known immediately. Like, I think, and I've spoken this before, but I think men know immediately if they want to take a girl seriously or not. Like, immediately. If I talk to a girl, I'm going off her personality and her looks, and then everything else, her mentality tells me everything as I'm getting to know you. But typically, every girl that I've ever dated, I knew right away. Like, I was like, yo, I like her. I'm gonna go after her.
I think I think you throw a label on it once, or bring up what are we once you know you don't want her being with anyone else, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that because then it becomes in your mind, oh, where is she? What is she doing? Right. But if you don't want her, you're gonna wait till she brings it up.
Yeah.
And it will be like, okay, but then when she brings up, hey, I don't know yet. We're gonna see. We just met each other. I don't know. But if you want that girl, you're gonna let her know right away. I don't want you doing this. I want us to be this, because you want her not to go out and do her.
And here's what I don't understand personally. Let's say a guy starts talking to a woman and they're just like courting, and she's fucking other guys. I can't take you seriously now. That's why the whole situation where you were like, yeah, you can do your thing, just don't let me know. I can't take you seriously now. Like, the moment you started talking to me, if you went and fucked another guy, I don't give a fuck if we weren't serious or exclusive. I can't take you seriously now, because that says a lot about you.
The problem is, like, most women don't know. Like if you were to like communicate with like a woman that you like were kind of looking for something, or like you wanted to see where it went, I don't think a woman would go around and like fuck other men.
That's exactly why I said I choose very wisely.
Yeah, but most men are like not like
Yeah, I know.
will not say anything and then be like, you fucked another guy. And then I would be like, we're not exclusive. We're literally nothing. We're not dating. You never said anything. I think you said, I like you. And
Yeah.
what the hell does that mean?
But that's exactly why I said for myself. I'm speaking for myself, not for every other guy. I'm very picky. I choose wisely, and then I let it be known right away. I'm like, hey, yo, I like you, like, dead everything else. You know what I mean? But I also don't just talk to every girl like that. So I'm very, very picky. That's just me personally, though. Like, if I like a girl, I don't want her talking to nobody else, because let's say we're just getting to know each other and you're still entertaining two other guys. Nah, we ain't doing that. Fuck that. You could be the prettiest girl in the world, we still ain't doing that. That's just me personally, though. A lot of guys would do that, but not me. Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, Captain Caveman. Question for the female guest: do you think it's more important for a woman to get her bag, or to have children and hope for great grandchildren?
Which one?
What do you mean? Like,
do you think it's more important for a woman to chase her career or family?
I think you have the good balance of both. Like, you can't expect to like not work and like take care of kids, but you also like can't it has to be a good balance of both.
Yeah, I mean, I think balance is good. I'm not gonna say it's not. I just think most women would prefer to just have a guy who handles everything. I personally, the person that I end up with, she's not gonna have to work. I don't want her to work. Why the fuck would I want her to work?
But what if she wanted to work?
Okay, if she wanted to, go ahead. But why would a woman choose to work if she doesn't have to work?
Like I would want to work because what do you do all day when you don't
You
work?
can do a shit ton. You can do a shit ton of stuff.
Like what are you gonna do all day?
No, what I'm
hobby?
saying,
Like,
hypothetically speaking, let's say we're together and we have a family. Like, I just want you to enjoy life. Like, I'll put all the hard work on myself. Like, I just want you to enjoy life with the kids.
yeah, but I would honestly want to work.
Cool.
because-
Okay, you want to work? Go ahead.
No,
Go
but
get
that's what I'm
a
saying.
part-time job. But like, you don't have to. You know what I mean? The option's there.
But even if we have kids, like you're gonna work.
Yeah, I
Who
would
the
still want
fuck
to
is-
work
who's
because
gonna take care of the kids.
I mean, I would wait until the kids are like older. Like
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay,
like
okay.
newborn baby and I'm like out working. Like
What's older? Like high school region, right?
I was saying like middle, like 12, 14,
Okay,
middle
yeah,
school.
that's
Like,
valid. That's valid.
yeah.
So they could come home and do their like
Yeah.
operate by themselves. Okay.
Yeah, like I
that's
don't want to
valid.
like be spending time with my like 14-year-old like 12
Yeah,
hours a
obviously.
day.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
gotta like
Yeah,
do
it's
their own
annoying.
thing.
All right, bro. Any other ones?
Yeah, Urameshi asked, question for the men. What's the best way to address your girlfriend not smashing you as often as you like?
Oh, good question, man. If your girlfriend, if you're dating someone and she's not having sex with you as much as you want, then you need to dump her. Right away. That's a no-no for me. I mean, like if I'm with a girl and she doesn't want to have sex with me, that's a big red flag anyways.
He
Bro,
said,
I'm gonna
that's
expose
crazy.
myself.
That happened to me, bro.
That's a big red flag anyways. Like
what
why
the
don't you want to
fuck?
have sex?
No,
Like,
I'm gonna expose myself. So in my last relationship, I like literally like never slept with him, and I just wasn't. And because I just wasn't like because you can love someone, but not be in love with them.
Yeah, but you can't love somebody and be attracted to them at the same time. I don't agree because if you are attracted to me and you have feelings for me, you're gonna want to sleep with me. Because so many girls like you're just using me for my body, this and that.
No. I agree with you, but I'm saying like at the beginning, like yeah, you're sleeping together, but like after a while, like you kind of just realize like I kind of realized like I stopped sleeping with my ex-boyfriend for like we were together for like almost 2 years, like
Don't say
maybe like the whole like last year I didn't sleep with
Holy
him.
shit.
what
Oh,
the
Because
fuck?
So
because and like it was my like that was like my bad not like realizing that it was like I just wasn't like sexually
So
attracted
would you
to
have
him
a
anymore.
problem? Did he ever come up to you and say, "Why?"
No.
Okay, so but if he did, would you have a problem with him saying that?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay,
was he
I
having
would-
sex with other girls? Probably.
Not that I know of, but
Damn,
I
that's
don't-
a
I don't
unicorn
ask
right
He
there.
was in
But
a
that-
relationship.
that was also
And
like
a whole year
my
didn't
that
get
was also
pussy?
like my fault.
Yeah,
Like,
if we're dating and you're not have sex with me, you gotta go.
yeah, that
There's
was like
a lot
my
of girls that
fault.
want to have sex. Like, what? You're my girl. You're not gonna have sex with me?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
As
a big
man,
that's
we
a big
just
red
want
no.
3 things.
But yeah,
Respect,
I would-
loyalty, and suck my dick.
Bro, I would say, I mean, like, to men, physical touch is like our love language. Like, that's our love language. I don't give a fuck about flowers. I don't give a fuck about like you remember the time I was born. I don't care about the stupid shit. You know what I mean? I just care about me coming home from a long day of work and you're giving me a massage. You got dinner cooked, and we're having some bomb ass sex, and then maybe we can chill and watch TV. You know what I mean? I don't care about all the other stuff.
I know some women do it to like see if like their man is like
Here's the thing.
cheating on them.
I'm just gonna go fuck somebody else, and you'll know about it. And now who's laughing?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you bring it up to them first? Is like
No, I would. I'd be like, oh, we haven't had
Okay.
sex. Okay, cool. I might just go fuck shorty from down the street. Like,
I mean, the problem is if you go and like tell your like girl and you're
who
like
cares? If
No,
she's
no.
not giving me sex, it doesn't matter
no,
anyways.
no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying if you tell your girl like why aren't we like we're not having enough sex and
Yeah.
she's like I don't know.
Hey, here's
Like,
the thing.
she doesn't like you,
I've
I'm
said this.
sorry.
I've said this multiple times. The most attractive thing a girl can do, for me, I'm not talking for everybody else, is to just suck my dick without me having to ask her. If a girl just comes up to me and sucks my dick without me, I'm like, all right, cool. Because now I see she's physically attracted to me. No guy wants to have to fucking ask for that shit. I'm being honest with you. And I'm surprised your ex lasted with you that long without you having sex, because I don't know what type of guy he is. I'm not going to talk bad about him, but like, what guy stays with a girl that doesn't have sex with him for a whole year? That's huge red flags.
The
Yeah.
bitch.
Well,
Yeah, huge red flags. But yeah, so personally for me, if we're not having sex, then that's a huge disconnect. We're disconnected.
Yeah. No, I
So,
agree with you. And
yeah.
like I do say it's like my fault, but like still. Like I knew I didn't like him at that point.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like, you're-
cool.
Anwar, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Pick like the best like next 2 questions.
Yeah, and we'll end the show.
Yeah.
Um,
And give me like some good, like some deep questions.
And shout out to the people in the back, man. They've been super cool back there, just chilling, waiting. But yeah, go ahead. We'll do 2 more, bro, and then we'll get off.
man, let's see.
Just any money, moe, bro.
All right. Unfiltered podcast. Urameshi asked for the question for the men. Tell us a post-nut clarity story to cap it off. For example, busting an ugly ass girl and regretting it after.
All right.
Jeff, go first.
Yeah, I had to think about one. Hold on.
He probably has a whole bunch. I slept with like a bigger size girl, and I was like, oh god, that was like the
That's so sad.
that was like the big like oh fuck moment. So
Yeah,
I won't do it again.
I go. It was like my first time using Tinder, and then same. It was a very plus size girl.
She wasn't plus size.
Nah,
She was just like
mine was like a BB, like a SSBW.
nah.
Shit.
For me, that's not plus size. For me, I like petite girls. So like plus size for me is like a little bit like over.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
This girl was a BBW. Like I couldn't.
nah.
I mean, like already, like I struggled to fuck in a car, but like I had to step out the car, bro. Like shit.
You know what my problem is with having sex with girls like that is if I can't pick you up during sex, I don't want to have sex with you.
But now I had to like go through the fat rolls and shit, bro. It was a lot, bro.
If I can't pick you up or like manhandle you, I don't want to have sex with you. You know what I mean?
No, you know what I had to do, bro? I pulled my phone out and I guess she thought I was gonna record, but I went to a different girl's. Like I was like the girl I fucked before, and I was like, bro, I had to look, and then bro, I just had to fuck for like 2 seconds. Bro. It was the quickest night I've ever did, bro. I took her home. I didn't talk to her like at all. Like I was gonna block her, but I was like,
here's the thing. I think girls like that should be embarrassed. Bro. Like I think that's embarrassing. Like just like a fat guy should be embarrassed. I think
like being fat.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, you should be embarrassed about that. Look, I know we live in a society where it's like love yourself, girl, love your curls,
I agree with you.
Love your rolls, but like, bro, if you're that overweight, we can't even have sex. You need to hit the gym respectfully. You know what I mean?
It's just like a weird health thing. Like I mean, how can you like? What do you do all day? Like eat. Like I agree with you. Like I'm like.
What about you, bro? We'll get yours.
I mean, mine's a little bit different, but it's like when I was with a girl and then a badder girl hit me up, and I had to bust my nut real quick and go jump to the other. But I told the other girl that she could stay the night, and I had to make up some crazy story on why I had to leave.
Damn.
I had a work emergency. I had to be at the club.
Damn.
Yeah, I know that round 2 was lit though.
That's crazy. All right, bro. One last one, and we'll get off.
Let's see. Sugar daddy paying 20K a month, or loyal average man making 50K.
That's for you. We'll finish it off with you.
Loyal average man, just because.
That's cap. You just said you wouldn't stay with a loyal average.
Yeah, but he's old, right?
Oh, sugar daddies don't have to be old.
No, just a regular sugar. Why does he have to be old? He could be a young sugar daddy.
Anwar, that was the last like best question you could find.
Man,
so
there's a ton of questions.
All right, just give me a good one because I didn't like that one. That was pretty boring.
You want one for you?
No. That was just boring.
Just pick one more, bro. We gotta go.
Ladies, do you have any kinks you enjoy while having sex?
All the basics, like being like slapped.
Being slapped. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say a lot of girls won't say this, but they like, bro. I don't know what it is, but like, girls really enjoy being like
dominated. Like, bro, I love that shit.
I had a girl.
Oh, we got one more though.
Hold on. Listen, yo, I had a girl that was so pretty and she's like so beautiful, and I would have never thought that she was like that. And she's like, yo, I want to have sex, but I want you to do this and this and this. I was like, yo, you want me to go to jail? Like, she's like, nah. She's like, I want you to like hit me. And I was like, nah, that ain't happening. All right, cool. Yeah. So that's crazy to me that like there's women out there that like that shit.
Yo, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna write this.
But last one, bro. Go ahead.
All right, Miyazaki Lee. Miyazaki the pervert has a question for men and women. How often do you have sex raw on the first night?
Oh fuck, bro. Gonna get some people in trouble.
Shit.
Answer the question.
I don't know what I answer this question.
All right, she's not gonna answer it.
Nah, I won't fuck you raw unless I'm consistently with you. I speaking from it, I get with too many girls where I can't be fucking girls raw. I had like a pregnancy scare when I was younger.
Yeah.
Since then, I am not fucking you raw unless we're consistently together and I know you're not sleeping with anyone. Because one night of raw sex is not worth me having a kid or me getting an STD. It's not worth it.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
No comment.
Yeah. Definitely no comment for you. For me, it doesn't happen often. I only have raw sex with girls that I trust. So it's not happening.
No, I'm the same. I'm the same, bro. Come on, not for real. If I didn't trust a girl, I wouldn't fuck her, bro.
All right, bro, we're gonna go ahead and end it here, man. All right, guys, make sure you tune in for tomorrow's daytime show. And thanks again a lot for the chat. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for our guests on the back here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.